What is the value of the contract with Magnet?
This is a $4 billion program.
Are you aware that Magnet was co-created by Ryerson University in 2014?
I think that Magnet is a terrific organization that has come through a competitive process.
Minister, am I correct that you were Executive Director at the Office of the President at Ryerson University in 2014?
Yes.
Well, that's what you call an attention getter. There's an unwritten rule when cross-examining somebody. Never ask a question you don't know the answer to. This one's worth paying attention to.
Minister Ng, you announced details on the Canada Digital Adoption Program yesterday. Paul Wells at Maclean's reported that more than 50 not-for-profits applied to administer the Grow Your Business stream, but there was less details on the Boost Your Business stream. Was there an RFP process to select the not-for-profit for that stream?
We had a competitive process for service providers all across the country that will help our businesses go digital. And the work that we did, yes, was through a competitive process.
So was that posted on Canada Gazette, or can you advise where that might have been posted?
We ran a open process that would have been posted on our website quite a number of months ago, and the required due diligence performed by the department was exactly that. And transparency is something that we are very committed to, and to make sure that these service providers have come in through a competitive process.
Do you know how many organizations were considered?
I don't off the top, but I'm sure we can get that information for you.
What were the metrics and scoring criteria that were part of the consideration of the process?
Well, let me take a step back for a second. We have seen in the pandemic through Statistics Canada that tell us that 110% increase was what we saw in businesses going digital from 2019 to 2020. We have seen more digital adoption by businesses in the last 2 years than the last decade.
Okay.
The real need to grow is and grow digitally is what this program will do.
Thank you, Minister. So again, if the metrics could be tabled for this committee, yes or no, do you know if this was a sole source contract?
It was not.
Magnet was the organization that was selected. Yes or no, do you know if they've done a project of this size and scope across Canada to roughly place around 16,000 people?
What I'm really thrilled about is that this program is going to provide 30,000 young people with 30,000 placements for young people to help Canada's business digitize and to boost their technology. I think that there's a real win-win here in this program where young people get the opportunity and where businesses are going to go digital.
Thank you, Minister. Do you know if Magnet also applied for the Grow Your Business stream?
I'm thrilled that Magnet is going to do the really important work of matching young people to those businesses that are looking for that talent to take their business and go digital, to boost their technology. And we just launched it yesterday. I'm looking forward to those great businesses and to come back and tell great stories about that digitization.
Thank you, Minister. What is the value of the contract with Magnet, the dollar value?
Perhaps we can get you that information at a later time, but what I can say is that the foundation of this program is about 30,000 placements for young people, which, by the way, during the pandemic, it's been so difficult.
Back to my time here. So it's really surprising. There's only 2 streams for this. And you announced it yesterday, and you don't know the dollar value that is for one of the 2 streams, which is really surprising.
Well, I can tell you that 70,000 businesses for Stream 2 will be able to boost their technology, and 90,000 businesses will be able to take their business online, and that 30,000 placements for young people will get wonderful opportunities to help these businesses go digital.
So for those 30,000 placements, what's the cost of that? What is the cost of the contract with Magnet? You don't know what the cost is.
This is a $4 billion program, a very robust program to take our businesses digital. And we know how important it is for our businesses not only to grow in their community. I mean, how many times when we walk along our main streets do we see that we are now going to curbside pickup, that we are using technology to
Thank you, Minister. You're not able to answer really any questions about this program here today. Are you aware that Magnet was co-created by Ryerson University in 2014?
I think that Magnet is a terrific organization that has come through a competitive process to be able to deliver this really important program, which ultimately will help businesses go digital.
Minister, am I correct that you were Executive Director at the Office of the President at Ryerson University in 2014?
Yes.
Okay. Minister, did you talk to the Ethics Commissioner prior to this contract being given to Magnet for
Point of
the
order.
Canada
Point of
Digital
order,
Adoption
Chair.
Program?
Madam Gray, just a moment. We have a point of order.
Yeah, I'm respectful. This is my opposition colleague's time. But I think the direction of the question is drifting further and further away to what we were talking about today, which is the minister's
Fine, so this doesn't cut
matter.
into my time. I hope that you respect that
No,
this
it
isn't
doesn't.
my time.
It doesn't. I just
Thanks.
want to raise a point of order of relevance.
I appreciate your point of order, Mr. Dong, and but the mandates letter are fairly broad, so I'll be lenient. But yeah, I hear your point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So back to the Minister. Did you talk to the Ethics Commissioner prior to this contract being given to Magnet?
I would say that with respect to my mandate here, which is what we are talking about, what I'm really thrilled to be sharing with you and with this committee is the importance of getting our businesses
Minister, there's a yes or no
competitive
question.
and to getting them on that road to economic recovery. And given that the present economy and the future economy is one that is digital.
Thank you,
that
Minister.
this
Back to my
is,
time. So you're not answering yes or no. Minister, did any representatives from Ryerson University or Magnet directly approach you regarding the involvement in these government programs or other government programs?
Well, what I want to say is that every element of this program went through a request for proposal process. The language of the RFPs are absolutely available, and the RFP was also assessed independently by the civil service.
Okay, so you're not willing to answer the question whether you contacted the Ethics Commissioner today regarding this matter?
This process went through a RFP process, independently assessed by the non-partial civil service.
Minister Ng, did any representatives from Ryerson University or Magnet directly approach you regarding involvement in government programs?
I appreciate this question, and as I said earlier, we're going to see some 30,000 student placements. And what I would say is that that officials opened up the search for organizations who could step up as a partner to help these young people provide the opportunity to small businesses to digitize. They've done
Minister.
the due diligence, and they've done the due
Thank you,
diligence.
Minister. That was a yes or no. That was a yes or no question. Has Magnet received any other contracts from the government since 2015?
I know that they are they are going to be the successful deliverers to this contract.
Minister, did you recluse yourself from any cabinet decisions involving Ryerson University or Magnet due to perceived conflict of interest?
I think what you're asking me, and I just responded, 10 organizations applied, 8 had completed applications, 4 were shortlisted. Magnet went through that competitive process, and I do not know who gets selected before the officials put their recommendations in front of me.
Minister, are you aware of any involvement or past work with Magnet by the Prime Minister, any members of cabinet or their families?
I am not.
Did you meet with Ryerson or Magnet representatives during the application process for this of July 8th to August 6th, 2021?
No, I did not.
Well, we see on the lobby registry that Ryerson University met with you on July 16th, 2021. What was the topic of discussion at that meeting?
I will have to get back to you on that.
You know, meeting with, I know for myself, when I meet with different stakeholders and organizations, I at least recall the general topic of discussion. So I think it's a little surprising that you can't recall even what the topic of discussion might have been at that meeting.
Well, I have many, I have many meetings with many stakeholders.
So just so that we're clear, so you were lobbied by Ryerson, who founded Magnet. From the university, you led in the president's office while the selection process was open for Boost Your Business. So I'll ask again, did you consult the Ethics Commissioner on the award of Boost Your Business contract?
Let me just share with respect to the Canadian Digital Adoption Program. That program was put out to a selection process, and that selection process was both public and open. There were requests for proposals that came in, to which the impartial civil service reviewed, and as I said earlier, I don't see those. What I see is the recommendations once that vetting and that due diligence and that recommendation comes to me by our officials.
Great, thank you, Minister. Are you the person that makes the final decisions on these?
I am the person that makes a decision on recommendations that come to me by the officials.
Okay, so you would be the person making the decision, then you're the final decision maker.
Ministers have accountability for their programs, and ministers also follow the
Fair enough.
processes
So you're
as
saying
we
yes.
would.
You're saying yes, that
Yes.
the buck stops there. Okay, great. Thank you, Minister.
Is this $4 billion worth of grift? Or is it nothing to see here? We know the legacy media won't keep you apprised of the situation. The best way to keep an eye on these clowns is to pay attention to what's happening in these committee hearings. Second best way is to subscribe to the channel and I'll save you all that time. We're keeping an eye on things. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I think there's some hands in the cookie jar. Till the next time,